Hello and welcome. I'm going to have a go today at the Asia Pacific qualifier round for the Microsoft Excel World Championship. I have not looked at this case since it came out, although I have heard lots of rumblings on the grapevines and seen the scores specifically indicating that let's just collapse them all. That level 5, oh interesting, based on the race to Las Vegas, is the sort of beast of this one in the same way that the cards were the beast of the other one. So I don't have a ton of time to do an as long as it takes video today. So my plan for today is I'm going to have a look at levels 1 to 4, and then I will do a separate video at some later point on level 5. So that's enough chit chat. Let's dive on in. Let's just start if there are any immediate bonuses. How many land cells are there on the map? Exclude cities and canals. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my, actually, I'm gonna pause a sec while I grab my file. Okay, sorry about that. I realized I'd forgot to grab my Lambda file and my macro file, which I'm certainly going to be using here. So let's just quickly color that, and we'll here color this, and then we can count this. Where this is these. And what was the question? The number of land cells excluding cities and canals was just 396. Okay. What is the sum of the numbers across games 21 to 40 that were not drawn by the host? Okay, so that one we probably have to model a game. What is the total mass of the Umber asteroids? Oh god, there's more Eve stuff. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put my timer back on also, so you can penalize me a little for that. What is the sum of the numbers in the blue cells? Okay, well that shouldn't be too hard. That's bingo. This. Okay. So let's do this. So paste the format. We'll fill in the colors. And then where we must have a legend. Here it is. So let's put it here. Colors. And then I'm going to do some ifs of this. Where this, oops, no, just excluding the examples is, I think we only need those ones, but I'll do it for all of them anyway. So it should be that one. Okay, take all the turn numbers for all the ships hit that happened during the 20 battleship games. What is the sum of these numbers? Or to ignore hits by the, okay, so again, this is when we have to model the game. If players stop playing after playing game 100, what is the total sum of dice values that still remain in the sequence? Okay, so again, I think you have to model the game there. So those are the only two kind of relatively easy wins. Okay, so ship the world. Okay, there was a major storm in the sea recently, and all the ships in the world have sunk. Okay, the world is totally dependent on truck shipping. Luckily, the map of the imaginary world is Pangea type. You can reach every part of the world by land. Therefore, people now use large cargo vehicles to deliver goods by road. However, this means some journeys take a very long time, like J16 to L15. J16, yes, to L15. Sure, that makes sense. Okay, so we're going to have to do a complex map. Fine. 4 different types of terrain, blah, 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 12 different cities, blah, blah, blah. Takes truck exactly 1 day to travel through a land, now 3 to travel through a city cell, 5 days to cross a canal cell. Fine. Trucks are not able to travel through water, obviously. For any cell, trucks can move in the adjacent cell horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. When calculating the length of travel, don't forget to include the 3 days of travel in both the origin and destination cities. Fine. So I think I'm just going to do this, what you might call old school. So I guess first of all, let's, oh, okay, we've got days of travel here. That's good. So let's paste format. Then we're going to say if this is equal to water, then double quotes. Otherwise, it's going to be let's look up this in here, lock returning from plus, yes, plus the min of these, but then you also haven't allowed for the starting point, which I should in just a second. Well, just commit that to one cell for now. Okay, so city name, location, fine. So an example, is this the first case? Wow, that is a tough start. Okay, X, look up this in here, returning from here. Fine. Then I guess we want X lookup this in this block, returning from this block. Okay, so then we're going to say if this block and this block sideways is equal to our starting cell. Actually, sorry. So we want the cost of that own cell plus, if we're in the starting cell, which should be locked, then 0, otherwise the min of the surrounding cells. Why is that NA? Look up that and that, returning from that is NA. Okay, so what? Oh, sorry. Looking in the wrong one. So instead of AM, look in AN, because we're looking at the numbers, not the types. Okay. That's 100. Head. Not loving that. You get 1. Fine. Plus, if it's that, it's not. The min of. How is the min of the things around at 100? Where is there 100? Oh, sorry. Right. That's just the circular reference iterating. Fine. So I guess that means circular references are already on. Yes. Fine. So let's just see. We're starting from Formula Village in M8. That's M. And there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're starting from there. So 3 for there, 4 around it. Yeah, that seems to be working. So then we're just going to say some ifs of this, where, oh no, sorry, I need the addresses in a range for some ifs to work. We'll do that and that. So then, oops, we want some ifs, the distance where this is that. And that is 20, which matches the example, so hopefully that's working. And it used to be like quite arcane knowledge to know that you could do circular references, to know that circular references would cooperate with a data table in this way. But now this is like table stakes for the first question, which is punchy. Anyway, okay. 2 players are playing 50 rounds of bingo, European style. They use the same bingo ticket for each game, but the sequence of numbers drawn is different. Game rules are very simple. Before the start of the game, a player gets a ticket with 15 numbers. Host draws a number from 1 to 90. Every player that has such a number on his or her ticket crosses this number out. Then the host draws the next number. First crosses out all the numbers. Pure luck game. How many numbers will the host need to draw before? Okay, fine. So this is actually pretty simple. So for player 1, it's going to be the max of X match of 2 row or col, it doesn't matter, 2 col, let's say, of this. 3. I'm sorry, we need to lock that reference. So the 3 is just going to drop the values. So if I 2 call that 3, it's going to, I don't know where my preview is gone, but it's going to give me all the numbers and nothing else. X match those against the list of numbers drawn. And I just want to know the max of those. So player 1 completes on 88. And, well, just do, I need the min of that, which is player 1, and this, which is player 2. I just need to reference that to here. That one is very simple. Really, I'm missing a closing bracket somewhere. No, just that. Okay, so that's the 88, and then I think we're good. So that one was massively easier than level 1, in my opinion. It's good that I didn't then get them all wrong, because that would have made it embarrassing. Okay, so EVE Online. Nightmares. Okay. Yes, I remember it well. Okay, mining and reserves. EVE Online players can mine or purchase various minerals that could later be used to manufacture spaceships. In this study, we're using 4 different mineral types. Yes, feldspar, scordite, umber, kernite. Minerals can be mined from 4 different types of asteroids. Right. EVE Online game has a very developed economy. The currency of the game is ISK. Mineral prices fluctuate on a daily basis. Okay. Case study deals with 4 different types of asteroids. See their key data in the table above. These asteroids can be mined to obtain minerals. Right. You need to retrieve ore that contains minerals and transport it with a barge to a processing site where the where the minerals will be extracted. Each asteroid in the field holds X units of ore, where X represents. Okay. Example: asteroid number 1 contains 3,000 units of ore, and it's yellow, which means 400 units of tritanium for each. Fine. So what is the total market value for the resources that are stored in the 10 asteroids? Oh, okay, that's not actually as bad as I thought. Okay, so I think what I want to do is to call this. Then I'm going to do choose rows from here. The trick I learned from Bo, I wouldn't have thought of doing this until quite recently, by xmatch to call of this against the list of numbers. Lock. Okay, so then yes, so I have 3,000 times that, 6,000 times this, 2,000. Yes, fine. So then I just take that, cut, put it here. That gives me my number of units. I think I'll need to multiply by 1,000, but then I want to multiply that by this, and then I want to bicol sum. Actually, I don't think I want to bicol sum. I think I just want to sum. 390855. Do I need to multiply by 1,000? I don't. Okay, so that's it then. Okay, so yeah, 2 and 3 both much easier than 1, in my opinion. But okay, fine. Level 4. Wait, sorry. There were some bonuses that I needed to do the cases to do. What is the sum of the numbers that were not drawn by the host? Oh, okay, yeah, fine. So this is going to be sum of take from here, and we're going to want this minus 90, I think. Sorry, but that's, so you need 82 numbers, which means the last, okay, that's 413, yep. And wait, do any of them finish on 90? Because that's going to throw an error. Nope, max is 89. Oh yeah, of course, because the second player would have to finish on 90. So then we can just sum those. Yeah. And that should be good. Okay, all right, so level 4. 2 players are playing a well-known kids game of Battleship. Before the start of the game, they locate their battleships on 2 10x10 game fields. Each cell has its own distinct address, e.g. A1 or J10. Fine. Do we? No, we don't even have an illustration. All right, fine, whatever. Players can't see each other's fields and ship locations. Find 3 types of ships: battleship size 3, cruiser size 2, 3. Okay, fine. So you got 3 cells there, and 4 and 7 and 3 is 10. Fine. Both players have their own shooting strategies. Okay, so each player has a consistent sequence of moves, and that includes all 100 cells. Fine. In each of the 20 games, they always shoot the same sequence. The only difference between the games is the location of the ships by each one of the players. Okay, and that's given in this format. Got it. Ship placement for player 2, for player 1. Fine. Wait, this might not be as bad. Let's not jinx it. The winner of the game is the player who first shoots into all the opponent's cells. Yes. Make their shots in turn. However, hitting an opponent's ship gives a bonus shot to the player within the same turn. Fine. So, in example 4, player 1 with his first turn hits the destroyer. They get a bonus shot, which is a miss within the same turn. Fine. Hitting a battleship or a cruiser, players are not very advanced, so they don't change their shooting sequence even after hitting the first cell. Fine. To kill, you have to shoot into all 3 cells. Player 1 hits player 2's battleship. Possible adjacent cells that can contain. It might make sense to shoot those, but we don't. Fine. That's kind of clear. Oh, C, S, S1, S4 example. Okay, got it. So there is an illustration. Fine. I think this is not that bad, actually. This is quite like the bingo one, but let's see. Maybe I'm completely wrong. So, first, for player one, so shots just are what they are. So then, call it player one hits will be is number X match. This against, let's see, player one shot by player two. This is player two being shot by player one. Okay. Sorry, not that one should not be locked, but this one should be locked. Let's put a minus on that. And I like to have a format where I just scan quickly, so I'll do 0, minus 0, minus 0, dash. Okay, so then P1 turn, and that should be scan 1, sorry, I have to H stack. Actually, wait, I have my prev, don't I? Yes, prev of this. And I can add with 1, and then I can just scan that. So we'll say scan 1 that. Actually, sorry, it should be 1 minus that, and then I should just be able to sum. So this is turn 1, this is turn 1 again, this is turn 2, this is turn 2 again, turn 3, turn 4 again. Yes. So whenever you get a hit, you continue on. Can I find a place with yes? Here's 2 hits in a row. So you hit on turn 31, hit again. That's still turn 31, and then the next one. Yes, fine. So that's player 1 turn, and then that's it, right? You just need to. So sorry, what is the question? Is the turn number? Yes. So P1 top turns is just X lookup 1 in here, returning from here, and match mode has to be, oh, not match mode, search mode has to be last to first minus 1. That gives me 75. Okay. So then I think we're basically good here. So let's just smash all this together because it'll be easier to copy down. Let P1 hits be stuff. P1 turn be something to come. And then this. And then a closing bracket. Sure, fine. So grab this. And replace this with P1 hits. And we'll replace this with P1 hits. And we'll replace this with P1 turn. Okay. So that's P1, and then P2 dot turns. It's going to be basically the same thing. Not even going to change the P1 in the name because I can't be bothered. Just have to drag this down, drag this across. And we should be good, I think. And the answer is the smaller of the two, right? Number of turns needed to win the game. Yes. So it's just min. Nah. Min. Oh my god. Min, pause, tab. There we go. And let's just put this up above and this up above. I don't know why I'm faffing around with formatting so much. Okay, so why are these all struck out? Let's hope this. What? That's very concerning. Oh, sorry. I bet. Yes, I copied it into its own range. So now it's a circular reference. Fine. Okay. So hopefully these are good. Huh, interesting. One of them is wrong. Curious. I'm just going to check what the answer should be. So I say 82, you say 84. Why do you think that? Huh. So you think that player 1 does not finish 82. Okay. Let's talk. So just call this out. And I want P1 hits. And then I want same thing with P1 turn. And then I want same thing with out. Okay, so let's see. First things first, when is the last time the player 1 hits? And the answer is, no, that's only not. Wait, what? Oh, interesting. Right. Yes, I remember someone saying something about this, that there was a 0 in the mix. Okay. Yeah, so I guess the subtlety here is that I looked up the last one as opposed to looking up. You could also kind of scan this, scan 0, this sum, and look up when that hits 10. But okay, so you have an unhittable target here. So I treated that as you completed all your hits by the time, but I guess you could argue that that should be treated as you never complete your hits. So okay, I mean that's a mistake in the question, but nothing major. You could argue that one either way. All right, so that probably means I'll get the bonus wrong unless I change. So let's just change to match. Take all the turn numbers for all the ship hits that happened. What is the sum of these numbers? Okay, so I guess I will just change this. No, sorry, change over here. That's X lookup 10 in scan 0. P1 hits sum, returning from P1 turn, and that shouldn't change. Oh, wait, what? Oh, sorry. But now I'm not searching last to first. That gives me 86, so that shouldn't change anything except this one. So let's just check. I've got a sum of 981. So I've got a sum of 981. This now, okay, fine, becomes NA, so I guess I need to then say if not found 1000 or whatever, and then the rest of them shouldn't change. Oh, that one also interesting. So in this one, player 2 finished first, but oh yeah, there's a D0 there as well. Okay, fine. So bit of a wobble there, but never mind. And then same idea here. So we want to look up 10 in scan and not -1. So 10 in scan, 0, P1 hits sum. So that was 71, stays 71. Did this all stay the same? 1599? Yes, that all stays the same. Okay. So then I guess I want to say take from here. I'll have to do it separately for both players, I guess. Take from here by this -100. I think that'll give me. What? Oh, sorry, again, I'm doing rows, not columns. Try again. That gives me, yes, the last 29, which 71, yes, I want the last 29. And then let's say is number X match. So these are player 1's moves. I need to lock this bit. X match that against player 2, which player 1 is shooting at. And then minus, and you get a 4. And then I need to sum those. Sorry, just double check. It did say the sum of all the ones that don't happen in the game. All the turns for all the ship hits that happen during the 20 games. Oh, sorry. Alright, it's the other way around. Fine. So instead of doing that -100, we'll just take the first 71. That gives you 6, which makes sense because there were 4 misses. And then same thing here. Oh, no, because you're not taking the first 71, you're taking the first 71 turns. So, all right, fine. We'll get it from here. That'll be a better way to do it. So this P1 hits, P1 turn. Okay. So if P1 turn is less than, so if the game ends on player 2's turn, player 1's turn still happens. So I want less than or equal to here. Then P1 hits, otherwise 0. That's your 6. And then here, sorry, I'm going to grab it from here as the starting point. But now I want, so if you're player 2, then if the game ends on, depends on who. Ugh. What am I trying to say here? I guess I want to say it's less than the min of that, and no, what? Yeah, so it's less than or equal to the minimum of that, and that minus 1. So if player 1 had won on turn 71, then player 2 would only get up to turn 70. So I think that is the right logic. And sorry, I think I wanted the sum of the turn numbers. It's more complex than I'm giving it credit for. All the turn numbers for all. Okay. Sorry, we can get rid of that. So then I want P1 hits times P1 turn. And here, P1 hits times P1 turn. Not totally confident of this. Well, you know, the video is not running too long, so let's take a second. Breathe. So I got my P1 hits. I got my P1 turn. If the turn is less than or equal to the turn on which the game ends, then player 1's turn definitely happened. So we take the turn number. That's working. Here, if you're player 2, then the only way you wouldn't get the turn on which the game ends is if player 1 ends the game on that turn, in which case you get up to the previous turn. I think that's working. That looks good. So we'll do some of those. And a nice note to end the video on if I can get it right. Yes. Okay. Cool. So actually that went reasonably zippily. But like I said, I've heard that the beast of this level is, oh my god, yeah, look at all those rules, is level 5. So we will see how that goes probably tomorrow. But that's what I got for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.